Welcome back to the Fantasy Fortune YouTube channel. And today we got a spicy one that people probably will not like, but I don't care, and I'm very confident that these four running backs are bust proof. They have absolutely no fucking chance of busting in fantasy football this season. You should draft them with confidence, and you should probably also target them because they're very safe picks. Very safe picks. That's the point of this video. Four safe running backs that will not lose you your league, and you need to draft them. Okay? Simple 37-second intro. Number one, I do not get it with this guy. I don't get it. Number one, DeAndre Swift, the safest running back pick in fantasy football. I don't understand what the hate is here. I got to dig into some deep-ass shit here. But we'll start off with the fact that he is currently the RB27 in ADP. Last year, he was the RB19. The year before, he was the RB20. The year before that, he was the RB21. The year before that, he was the RB15. The year before that, he was the RB18. Okay, interesting, right? Why is he being drafted way below where he's ever finished? Okay, I don't know. Let's try to think about it. Running back competition. No, the next guy up on the list is Roschon Johnson and 7th round rookie Kyle Monangai. Swift's backfield clear RB1, pretty much a bell cow load, I would say. Offensive line. Nope. Last year, he had the worst offensive line in the NFL, or at least according to PFF, 24th ranked offensive line. It was bad. Still finished as the RB19 in the exact same running back room, pretty much. Oh, but what happened this year? Oh, yeah, that's right. They're now the 4th ranked offensive line by PFF. The by far 20 spots improved, the most improved offensive line in the NFL. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, then what's the big deal here? Like, what about the coaching? Well, he had a shitty offensive coordinator last season. They had 0 negative run game because of that and the offensive line. They had a head coach that couldn't last the full season, didn't know how to use his timeouts. Shitty offensive coordinator, shitty coaching, shitty offensive line. Still finished as a fucking top 20 running back. What does he have this year? Probably the most hyped up head coaching candidate we've seen in recent years, who he has had before. Oh, is that why people hate DeAndre Swift? Sorry, I'm talking like a fucking idiot, but I just simply don't understand it. So Ben Johnson, there's this narrative that he hates DeAndre Swift. Why is that? In 2022, this was the running back room here. Jamal Williams played 3 more games, had double the amount of yards and triple the amount of touchdowns as DeAndre Swift. Again, DeAndre Swift was still the RB21 this season. Better than where he's being drafted right now. But this is the Ben Johnson thing, right? He hates him. He gave all the work to Jamal Williams. I mean, sure. But the thing with that is there is not even a Jamal Williams type of talent in this backfield. You can miss me with the 7th round Kyle Monangai hype. The amount of 7th round running backs that pan out in the NFL, especially in their rookie season, especially when there is an actual decent RB1 there, doesn't happen often. So miss me with that. Roschon Johnson is now entering year 3 of, let's hype up Roschon Johnson. No, he's just a dud, man. No one is going to compete with him for touches. I don't understand this. So, he hates him. He gave Jamal Williams everything. Okay, fine, but there's no one there for him to do that to this year. Why isn't there? If he hated him so much, how come he didn't draft anyone in the draft until the 7th round? He didn't sign anyone in the offseason. Ben Johnson has been Bears coach since the second his season ended last February or last January, and didn't do one single thing besides draft the 7th round running back. But apparently he hates DeAndre Swift, right? If he hated DeAndre Swift, why the fuck wouldn't he get someone else to freaking take some work? And another thing is, why he he basically traded him and drafted Jahmyr Gibbs. Who the fuck wouldn't prefer Jahmyr Gibbs over DeAndre Swift? Like, what? Also, I would question the credibility that an offensive coordinator has in personnel moves like that. Like, that's a GM thing. That's a head coach thing. I don't know how much say an offensive coordinator has for that stuff, but that's neither here nor there. So, lack of competition. Top 5 offensive line now. Very hyped up coaching unit, and even if it doesn't pan out, it is miles better than what he had last year. Very good receiving back, very solid floor, has never finished even near where his ADP is. You can feel free to buy into this Ben Johnson hates Swift, he sucks narrative. There's not a single fucking scenario where he finishes as the RB27 or worse. Bust proof. Anyway, number 2, Brian Robinson Jr. I think this is just a boring pick, right? Everyone's like, oh, I don't know, like he could easily bust. I mean, looking at his game logs, right? I gotta look up RB22 in 2023 and RB28 last season, and this is from a points per game perspective. And now he's being drafted as the RB29. They didn't really add anyone. They added a 7th round Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. I think he was a 7th round. If not, he was undrafted. But I think, yeah, he was the last. I think he was the last running back taken in the draft. Oh shit! Give me 1 second. Okay, I think we got it. Is he a boring pick? Probably. Does he have the upside to be a top 12, top 15 back? Probably not. Probably not, right? But is he going to finish worse than RB29, RB30? I think I've seen some platforms. I really doubt it. If you look at Nick Ercolano's tweet, odds to score 10-plus rushing touchdowns in 2025. Derrick Henry, David Montgomery, Christian McCaffrey, James Conner, Brian Robinson is top 5 in running back odds to score 10-plus rushing touchdowns. Now, why is that? Well, the competition at running back, the other one is a small receiving back in Austin Eckler, who's not really going to take the goal line stuff. Jaden Daniels is kind of like a Lamar Jackson, I think, where he'll take 4 or 5, maybe 6 touchdowns on the ground, but he doesn't get the most like red zone usage. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. But the number one thing is this chart where Washington is the 5th team in the NFL, the 5th highest projected scoring offense in the NFL. And you can see all the RB1s and RB2s and their ADPs based on how high scoring their offense is going to be. And I see 2 discrepancies. Isaiah Pacheco and Brian Robinson Jr. 2 RB1s where, now I think Isaiah Pacheco is the clear RB1, but there may be an argument there that they might take more of a committee approach, maybe. But Brian Robinson's case, he's got that RB1 locked up. He's got the workload locked up. So is the RB1 on the projected top 5 offense going outside the top 24 running backs? I think that's a fairly safe pick. If he doesn't get injured, he should be able to, at worst, finish at his ADP, but I think he should finish above. Is that fair? I think that's kind of fair. Before the next 2, I'm hosting a free fantasy football league. You don't have to pay anything, and I will be paying $100 to first place. If you want to find out more information, go check out the pinned videos on my Instagram or TikTok. My socials are down below. And if you're interested in joining, DM my Instagram at fantasyfortune_. Again, will be linked down below. DM it the football emoji. This is all the information up here. 12-man, free entry. I did it last year. I lost. I paid $100 to first place. You're welcome to, DM me for more information, and I'll explain more of how it works to you. And then aside from that, Chalkboard and Underdog, absolute W platforms. Code FORTUNE will get you 100% deposit match on Chalkboard and 50% deposit match on Underdog. basically, let's say you put $100 in on Chalkboard, they'll give you another $100. You get $100 in on Underdog, they'll give you another $50. So you're getting free money either way, and you can put your money in, cash out when you make it back, and you'll be playing with free money. That's what I did. On Underdog, you can draft. On Chalkboard, you'll get these free boosts, and it's like a pack you open every day. Once NFL season starts, you'll get a boost or a half-yard promo or whatnot. So Code Fortune gets you some free money. Third guy, James Conner. First of all, the Cardinals were 7th in rushing yards per game last season. They are a very run-heavy team. I think the simplest thing we can start off with here is last year, 1,500 scrimmage yards, 47 catches, top 5 in breakaway runs, number 1 in evaded tackles, and RB10 finish. The most telling thing, I will say, 2021 ADP, RB35, finish as the RB7 points per game. 2022 RB15, RB9. 2023 RB25, RB13. Last year, RB18, RB15. Now, this is points per game. I think he was top. He was RB10. Yes, RB10, and when it's not in terms of points per game. James Conner over the last 3 seasons, weeks 1 through 9, 12.6 points per game, weeks 10 plus 18.6 points per game. So he's a clear second half of the season animal. You can look at his freaking chart here. I gotta look. Yeah, I mean, basically every season but one, top 15. Yet he goes at about RB19, RB20-ish, depending on what platform. And it's all because of everyone's expecting the age fall-off to happen. But he had a career year last year. Maybe he does fall off a little bit, but he's still extremely cheap. I cannot see him falling past RB20, RB21, whatever his ADP is. It's in that range. I think he's one of the cheapest bell cows in a run-heavy offense that is expected to take a leap. They're supposed to be in the top 15 among points per game. I don't know. Say what you want. You can say, oh, Trey Benson's going to carve into his role. Well, they said that last year. You can say, oh, he's injury prone. Sure, he usually misses 3 games a year, maybe 2 or 3 games a year. He missed 1 game last year. You can't predict injuries. He's the safe guy with safe workload, safe touchdown, safe rushing attempts per game, slight receiving upside. I don't know what people are worried about here. And the last guy, this is a very brief video, and I don't even have much to say. Rachaad White. I mean, why is he being drafted so low? RB 44, I think, on Underdog the last time I saw. RB 41 on Fantasy Pros. Look at the range he goes next to. Tajee Spears, Jaden Blue, Bashal Tootin, Austin Eckler, Ramondre, Charbonnet, Dobbins. I think if you look at the first 4 people here, right? Charbonnet is a clear, elite handcuff. Dobbins is fighting for the number 1 role. Ramondre will probably have the number 1 role, but inevitably lose it to the rookie, second round Travion Henderson. Rachaad White, it's Bucky's backfield, but he still has a ton of involvement in receiving work, and obviously it went down towards the end of last year, and this should be Bucky's backfield and all that. But Rachaad White, RB4 overall and RB10 in points per game in 2023. So without Bucky, he's an RB1, despite not being too efficient. And last season, he was still top 24 in points per game with Bucky there. Now, we're expecting Bucky to take more of the workload, and I get that. So I wouldn't have Rachaad White inside the top 25 or whatever. I think Rachaad White at RB 32, 33 is more of a fair assumption here. He's an elite handcuff, a league-winning handcuff that also probably can provide some week-to-week flex play, flex weeks, with the receiving upside and the touchdowns that go kind of bounce around in this offense, in my opinion. That's all I really have to say about it, but it just seems like he's being very underrated. Literally his rookie season, he's behind, Leonard Fournette. Was it Fournette that year? Whoever it was, he wasn't the RB1, and he still was RB 42. He played like he had 120 rushing attempts, 400 rushing yards, like, which is half of what he had last year. Yeah. This is a really safe pick to me. I don't think it's a league-winning pick, but this is a guy that's going to provide stuff for you and can be league-winning if Bucky were to go down. But that'll wrap it up. Drop a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe if you like this. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. I will continue to be banging these out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10:30 a.m. every day. So I'll see you on the next one.